for this? Y'all ready for this? Alright, what is up, everyone? This is KOTPodcast, episode 5. I'm your host, Coney, with my co-host, Goop.
What is up?
Woot woot. Today, we've got 3 guests. We've got the infamous, repeated guest, DJ Dark Reven. Whoa.
Yes, sir, in the house.
We've got a hometown hero streamer from the clan, Papa Nick Fresh, in the house.
Whoop whoop.
And then we've got the outsider, but welcome always, T-Bear, today's featured streamer.
What's up, man?
So, first on today's agenda, introduce yourselves. We've got to talk about Bungie Day. Today's Bungie Day. We're going to talk about Getting Good, the great segment where we talk about how we want to get better in the Crucible as individuals. We've got the announcements over clan. What do you want, dog? What's that? Dog's trying to get my attention. We've got DJ drawing spots for the KOTP tournament. Hi.
Long awaited.
Yes, which is this Saturday, for those of you that don't know. Dogs.
Epic.
Then we'll talk about rules and regulations for those. We're going to debate, speculate over the teams and who we think is going to win. Us, KWA. Then we're going to talk about Bungie Day, and then we're going to close out the show. So today, no, just kidding. We're going to interview Travis. We can't forget about him.
Don't forget about me. I'm here.
Yeah.
All over the map.
Who's
all
Travis
over the map
again?
today.
Who's Travis again? Dude, it's Big 5. Like, this is a milestone for us. Little one, but it's a milestone. All right, let's go with these intros. DJ, give us the abbreviated version, seeing as, we already know you by, last episode.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm DJ Dark Raven, admin, and a big integral part of Knights of the Phoenix. I created knightsofthephoenix.com. Go in there, check us out, and big old integral part in getting this tournament going, and hopefully future tournaments. And I'll be revealing everything that goes on tonight as far as the tournament is concerned. Be answering questions that anybody has, and all the above.
Awesome.
Yeah, good
I've been
deal.
looking forward to this tournament for a very long time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
it's been a long
Been
time
practicing, getting ready to smash some face. Let's go.
Indeed.
All right, Nick, you're up. Tell us about yourself.
I am Nick, Papa Nick Fresh. I got into Destiny, actually. I wasn't one of those people who were all hyped on it. I didn't play the alpha or the beta. I went to work one day, and one of my buddies was like, "Yo, there's this new game coming out," and I was like throwing shade on it. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just play Warframe." He's like, "Yo, trust me, dude, just rent it." So I went to the local store and rented it for the weekend, and the rest is history. Now I'm pushing 3,000 hours on the game, and
Let's go.
So yeah, I've been playing games, man. I'm probably one of the old men in the clan. I just turned 34 years old this year, so...
Damn, old man over there.
My first console was an Atari 2600. So I've been playing since the days of Atari. Like, people talk about retro games. I'm like, no, that was my original console.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I found Destiny. I kind of didn't know what I was getting into. I found a random clan just through Facebook LFG. Wasn't too happy with it, and I kind of moved to another clan that my buddy recommended. And it was a cool clan, good guys, but they just weren't competitive enough. And then I was looking for a more competitive Destiny clan, and this is my third clan, KOTP, and that's what I got here. These guys, very competitive, more competitive than I am, and it's so far so good. I'm enjoying every minute of it. So that's my story.
That's a good combination of things there, boy.
Yeah.
It's definitely gotten more competitive over the past few months, I would say.
Yeah.
Just through recruitment and those type of efforts.
Even Destiny Clan Wars has gotten way more competitive than it used to be.
Really has. It's not an easy breeze to first place in Iron Banner anymore like it used to be.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we used to smash in Clan Wars. Oh, speaking of Clan Wars,
competitive.
So that is what our clan does. For those of you that are new to the stream and don't know what Destiny Clan Wars is, if you have a clan, talk to your clan leaders. It's always great to get more people in this Clan Wars because then we have more competition. The more competition, better everyone gets. Duh.
Even if you're not a massive clan, they have different groupings where you're able to put in a smaller clan and be able to compete with those size clans. So you don't need a massive clan base.
Yeah,
So
no.
it's-
There's, what is it? 150 and 25 subgroups?
Yep, or get up to KOTP's level and come get pub stomped.
The choice is yours.
All right, that leaves T-Bear. Tell us about yourself.
Hey guys, yeah. Yep, my name's Travis, but I go by T-Bear on Xbox and Twitch. I'm, I guess, the older one out of the group. I'm 36 at the moment. Hopefully 37.
Sweet,
DJ,
I'm not the old
DJ,
man.
throw your age out there. Throw it out there, DJ. How old is DJ?
I'm 27.
Oh,
There we go.
wait, what?
And
Don't
my first
lie to me.
He's
console
not
was
DJ's
Pong.
old man.
Yeah, I thought he was like
So we'll get
40,
that there.
50 or something like that. Yeah.
Your favorite game is Pong.
No, I had Pong. That was my first console before my Atari. I had Pong, my hand-me-down Pong. So I beat you just a tiny bit.
All right. I'll take that defeat any day.
So yeah, I follow Bungie, a Halo fanatic, on the cusp of some MLG stuff way back in Halo 1, but I didn't make the cut for it. Followed Bungie ever since then. And then when I heard about Destiny, it just kind of brought me into the fold. It was everything that I really wanted out of a game. Like Halo kind of took that formulaic approach of, you know, aliens and the Marines kind of thing, but this space magic that Destiny brought in was something I was definitely tuned into. So I played the beta, loved it, picked it up on the PlayStation actually, and played it the story quite religiously, but didn't really actually get competitive or really look into the PvP at all on the PS4. I got it for the Xbox because a bunch of coworkers picked it up on Xbox, and I was the only one on PS4 at that time. So I bought an Xbox, bought Destiny, and then I just started grinding it out. I did a couple of raids, had some very, very nice people take me through the raid for the first time, and I thought I'd kind of pass that on to everybody else. So I did my very first raid by myself by bringing new people in, and that's where I met my current clan. They're brothers and cousins, all of them, and they just kind of brought me into the fold. And that's kind of what led me into the streaming. I just wanted to help other people out and have a great time doing it. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Sounds good, man.
Family
Sounds
clan,
good.
huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
Would you mind talking about just like your MLG pass or like approaching MLG? That sounds pretty interesting.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Even
it
if
was
it's just
definitely
Halo 1.
Yeah, it was Halo 1. I had a bunch of friends that were actually in MLG, although I don't remember their gamer tags at the moment. That was a long-ass time ago. I'm old. But, yeah, so I would play with them. I'd be on their kind of their scrim team when they'd be practicing. We have LAN parties at the house. And then it was down to a couple people to make that fifth spot there, and I lost out. But it was playing with people that are on that level it's just amazing. Like, you just learn so much about yourself and playing a game like that nothing compares to it. I mean, even sweaties here in Destiny sometimes aren't nearly as sweaty as Halo 1 sweaties were.
It really depends who you bring into the game. If you get good players to play with, yeah, you can learn from them. I mean, try to learn from everyone, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you play Destiny competitively, like PvP?
Yeah, I mean,
You
we
said
go
you
into
didn't.
Iron Banner. We're doing trials right now, so I have yet to be the lighthouse because I've made a kind of a pact with my clan that we would own. There's 3 of us that we would go no matter what. So there's a lot of a learning curve in there between our 3 play styles. But we're getting close. We're getting to that 7 card, and then we're getting kind of wiped out. But hopefully this week will be the week.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So with that, we're going to go to what many, 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 many nights have been waiting for. DJ, lay on me that tourney drawing.
Oh, you ain't ready for the tournament.
Oh, I am ready for
I
that
don't know that
drawing.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Nah,
I am
I don't think y'all
hyped,
really
dude.
wanna
I
hear
want
it.
to.
Y'all
I
are
want to
not- y'all not
know,
really hear it.
dude. You better fucking tell me.
Okay. Here we go. So, what we'll do, I'm gonna start off with just calling out everybody who has a bye week, the lucky son of a guns. All right. So, the people who have a bye week for the first round, Temp, Ghost, Ghastly, and Crosshair. They all have a free win. Rated Stu, D Money, and DJ Dark Raven. Awesome, free win.
Coincidence,
Halo
I'm
1.
sure.
Oh, I wish I could have set that up, but it worked out anyway. Halo 1 Pistoleros, which is short round, and I don't have the with me. Anybody else got the names of the teams in front of them?
Yeah, I can get it.
Yeah, so we'll come back to them, but they have a free win. Moose Knuckles have a free win, and the Scrubs have a free win.
The Scrubs, who is that?
Sounds like a team I would
That's Canadians team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking
Halo
Rosso?
Pistolero is Riven and Crimson Wolf. The Scrubs is Canadian Sniper, Exiled Spectre, and XXL Jigsaw.
Who's Moose Knuckles?
Moose Knuckles
I
is
still don't get over. I
Axel
still can't get over that
and
name. Axel would
Vicious.
choose that name.
So Axel, Vicious, and Wit.
Yep.
Okay. So Axel, Wit, and Vicious get a free one. Canadians team, Shorts team, my team, and Temp team.
I just like to think as it as KWA is just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up.
Warm up.
Yeah, man. Y'all get the extra practice.
Let me get some warm-up
I wonder who
pipe
y'all
in the
gonna
chat.
Go against, though. I don't know who y'all gonna go against, though. Let's see. All right, so let's get to the actual matchups. There are 3 primetime matchups, and that is Horny Circus Chief, which is Mahorny, Circus Boy, and PFD Chief. And then they're going against Team Israel.
Thank you.
And then next
So you want me to
matchup,
name them? Ryder,
Yeah, go ahead.
Agent
Yeah, name-
Solution,
yeah,
Navy
name-
Thunder.
the Agents of
That's Team
Navy
Israel.
Thunder, and who else? Ryder?
Ryder.
Yeah. All right. Next team matchup. Faded Joel Liquid, which is Faded to Zach, Joel Stead, and Liquid Courage, against Sonic and the Hedgehogs. So that's Sonic and who are the Hedgehogs?
It's Bulger, Brambo, and Cynic Sonic.
Yep. All right. And then I know I had to wait and not give y'all who KWA is going against yet.
Oh, we got
You haven't
Dan,
figured it out. Y'all have
GWR, and
2.5 Brits versus Knights with Attitude.
The
2.5
Knights with
Brits.
That's a good team right
Attitude.
there. That's a good team right there.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be
Hopefully,
lit.
hopefully don't get booted in the first round. That would be
Yeah,
unfortunate.
so y'all going against who? OGE,
Dan Man
Dan
and
Man,
GWR, Lone
and
Legacy.
GWR. Ooh, it's going to be a nice matchup there.
2
And,
leaders.
Prometheus
so
in
that
the
should be
chat
nice.
say 2.5 Brits gonna wipe people out. Get the fuck out. Don't make me kick you, Prometheus. Don't even talk shit like that.
I'll message Coop. Let him know.
And let them know your team. Your Knights with Attitude.
So then,
Oh, our team is me, Goku, Coney,
what
and
up?
King Koopa. OG King
Koopa
Koopa.
Slayer.
Back from the dead.
So,
All right. So yeah, that's the matchup. So let's do
So then, let's see,
predictions, Just for giggles. Let's do predictions for giggles.
so who was the first matchup? Who was the first matchup again?
Team Israel versus Horny Circus Chief.
Who was in the
I
Horny
think,
Circus
honestly,
Chief?
that's nearly, not to be rude, but that's probably a given. You got to go Israel. They've got lag on their side. They've got Navy's a monster.
Yeah,
Navy's
Navy
a
and,
monster.
I've played with
Yeah.
Navy and Sush, and if Ryder sticks with them, and Ryder's pretty good too, but if Ryder sticks with them, I really think that they and us have the best chance at winning this thing.
Yeah, and then Agent Sush loves his year 1 weapons. I'll tell you that.
He's got a downright dirty fell winners, man. It is
Yeah, his
brutal.
weapons is dirty, and he's kind of nasty with that oversoul edict.
So year 1 weapons are allowed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not in the rules of being banned, so not this time anyway. Things can always change. But
That'll make things
all right,
interesting.
so most people
Yeah,
think
well.
Team Israel has that one. All right, so here goes the next one. Faded Joel Liquid and Sonic and the Hedgehogs, which is Brambo and Bulger and Sonic against Faded to Zach, Joel Stead, and Liquid Courage.
I'm going to go with Faded Liquid and Joel.
Faded Liquid and Joel
Liquid's
versus
a
who again?
beast.
Yeah,
It was
Liquid's a
Brambo.
silent beast. Like most people don't even know how good he is. He's like,
Dude, he hard scopes like no other. I remember we were scrimming the other day. I shot him once with my shotgun, put him half health, shot him again. He was still hard scoping the whole time, never looked off it. Wasn't looking at me, looking at someone else. Probably
Read
killed
him-
him too. He's a
Read him
savage.
for me again. Read him for me again. I want to make sure I got this.
It's Faded, Joel Stead, and Liquid Courage, and then Sonic and the Hedgehogs.
Which is Sonic, Brambo,
Which is Sonic, Brambo, and Bulger.
I don't know. Bulger's a lot better with a shotgun than you, Goo. Brambo's pretty good. Sonic's pretty good.
We're not playing them.
No, I'm not
You
saying
say
it
he's
was you.
better than
I'm
you with the
making a
shotgun.
comparative. I'm making a comparison. Let me finish.
What?
Damn.
Damn,
Oh my
shit
God,
on the
Cody.
teammate.
I don't know. 'Cause
Shots fired.
Rip the dream.
I kind of like the
These are
underdogs
teammates,
here.
guys.
I like the underdog story here. I'm gonna call Sonic and the Hedgehogs. I'm calling them on this one.
I'll go 3-0. Liquid Courage.
I'm gonna give it 3-2 Sonic. I think it's gonna be pretty even. Depending on the map. Depending on the map, because if they get like Widow's Court, Pantheon.
I'm gonna give it 3-1 Faded Joel Liquid.
Really? I mean, if they get
Yeah.
Thieves Den, and then they get Rusted Lands. Nah, not Rusted Lands. If they get what's the refinery one? I can't even think of the refinery one. The one on Mars with the refinery. I can't even think of it. But if they play that one where there's like 3 different levels, or if they play Anomaly, I think they could pull out at least 2 of those. I don't know, because Sonic's team is more of a shotgunning team, I would think. I really think it's going to come down to map.
What do you think about our matchup, Conan?
Who do we
All
have
right,
again?
So then,
we
the last matchup is 2.5 Brits, which is OGE, Dan Manovic, and who's the last one?
G-Dub.
G-Dub, GWR Lone Legacy.
I think we're really just going to have to stick together. Mostly me.
I can't wait to see that scrim with Coop and Dan Man going up against each other. That's going to be epic.
Are these going to be broadcast on the channel?
Be
or-
prepared.
Oh, hell yeah.
Be prepared,
yeah,
Dan.
broadcast.
If you're watching, be prepared. We're coming for you.
Yeah, we're going to...
OG too. I know you're watching, so
Yeah, you
Don't
know,
underestimate the
yeah,
Coney. Don't underestimate the Coney.
never underestimate.
That's when he
Coney
gets ya.
2012.
That's when he gets you.
But yeah, so then, like I said, other than that, it's Pimp.
So,
Ghost,
who'd we
and
call
Cross
first?
get
Who'd we
a
call out of the first matchup?
bye. Y'all called Team Israel over Horny Circus.
Team Israel. Yeah, that's a given. Who would they play then?
It's not set up that way where it automatically shows me who they would play next. I guess once this round is done, it's gonna. I think it randomly matches it again. If it does a random matchup against the next round. I think at that point, one team will get a bye.
A team shouldn't get a bye twice, though, right?
I would hope not, but this is all Gfinity generated.
That would be
I'm not
unfortunate
even-
if that were to happen. I doubt they would do that. That doesn't seem. That seems like a flawed system.
Let's see, because that's 5 people who are 5 teams who are not playing, and it's 6 teams that are. So 3 teams are going to move forward. So 2 more teams are going to get a bye.
I'll say that team, the 2.5 Brits, that was one of the teams I didn't want to play. I'll say that now.
I'd say I wanted to play either Team Israel or 2.5 Brits in the finals.
Because OG is also like a beast. So I haven't played with GWR in a while, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty decent too.
It'll be tough. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll bring the fire.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. All right. So, not really much more to debate on that, since we can't look into the future on second round. Why don't we get into getting good? Nick, I believe I told you about this. Getting good is a segment we like.
Before we really get into that, I wanted to go ahead and have a little bit of time to go ahead and feel.
You want to go over the
questions
tournament
anybody
stuff?
might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. But if you see any questions pop up in the in the Twitch feed, just kind of let me know. I'm gonna pull up some notes and make sure we have a good little reference sheet to go by, so I don't give no false information out. You know.
Remember,
All right.
rule number 1 is Coney always wins.
Anyway. All right, so everybody knows the tournament is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Saturday, July 9th.
The day
You
after
have
my
to be
birthday.
The team
Gonna be
captain
21.
The team captain should check in 30 minutes early at least on the tournament app on Slack and the tournament channel on Slack. At that point, let's see. Yeah, so everybody's gonna go ahead and try to match up. It's the best of 5 matches. So first person to 3, basically. First person to get 3 wins over the other team moves on to the next round. Do any of y'all have any questions while I'm still looking for all the rest of the information?
Do you want to go over the prizes or like first?
What happens if we can't match up?
Yeah.
What if I can't match up with Dan?
I haven't done a scrim yet where I haven't been able to match with the other team, so I'm not even really.
I'm just wondering though.
If it happens, the leaders will convene and we'll cross that bridge and see if there needs to be an alt put in or something like that. Somebody who lives closer to each other so that they can be a better matchup.
On what team though?
I've definitely played scrims where you can't match up with certain people. Like we've definitely just been like, okay, like this is our 10th time trying to match up. We're not doing this any longer.
I wonder if
Everyone goes
anybody's
their
ever
separate ways.
suggested. Wonder if anyone's ever suggested custom speaking to Bungie.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
that's one thing.
That's an ingenious
That's one thing
idea.
that
You
would
know what?
make
We ought to put that
everything
out on the internet, and copyright it, since no one's ever thought of it before.
Yeah, that would
Breaking
make
news.
life so much easier.
Prometheus in chat says, DJ, team captains check-in party chat, and then they have alts in place if people can't match. Now, what team do you put an alt on? On both teams? Because who do you replace?
You replace, I guess, whoever's furthest out of the geography of the area.
I don't
So,
think
you
it'll
know,
be a major issue. The thing I'm interested in is seeing if three Guardians from Israel are able to match up with people from the U.S. or whatnot. That should be interesting, and
Yeah,
we'll see. We shall see.
yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. But hey, I mean, hopefully we get lucky and they find each other and they just better not ever back out. Because that's gonna be hard to do. But yeah, the first place prize will receive custom first place tournament T-shirts, and they'll also each member on the team will also get a pre-ordered copy of Rise of Iron DLC. So we're buying the DLC for you if you win the tournament.
Which is why we will destroy our enemies. Because I really don't want to pay that.
So is that for
DLC.
one person or is that for everybody
No,
on the
Everyone
team?
on the team.
Everybody on the winning team gets.
Oh, nice.
Gets it. Yep.
Very nice.
Should we bring notice to the winner of our previous Iron Banner for the most points put up? Because they also received the free DLC.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
that
Papa Nick Fresh.
and that-
He did
that
so
was
good.
Ne- that was Navy Thunder. Navy Thunder actually.
Yeah, Navy
We
Thunder
got it now,
was the
isn't it?
top scorer for our Iron Banner. It was Clash. Yeah, it was Clash. Ugh. He had 196 matches, and with that, he scored 632,445 points in Clan Wars.
That's an insane number. That is a crazy, crazy number.
I mean,
Wasn't
for
it over
Clash, that's
100,000
pretty
points
crazy.
more than the closest?
Yeah, he had over 115,000 points more.
You got to completely no life it to get that.
I think he
but
had
what's
over.
funny is Silent had 50-something games more than him. He had 53. My math's probably terrible on that.
Maybe solid.
No, he had
Shout out to
60.
You can't take nothing from
Navy
him,
loves
so.
the shout outs. So you're a beast, bro. Dog. You're a beast, dog.
I think he had something like over 200 games played or something like that. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. He went
Close
in
to
on
it.
the
If it
fast
wasn't
man
over, it
work.
was close.
Oh yeah.
He puts up points. Definitely puts up points. I know he's been getting a lot of run out of medals recently, so it's not an easy task.
All right, so like I said, if anybody has any questions about tournament as the night goes on, we'll just jump and answer that question or whatever. But I guess we can keep it moving till they get good.
If you didn't know, run out of medals is 25 kills without a death. So that would be getting good for sure.
Definitely. Wait, what is we ran out of medals for? Oh.
That's when you get
What is
25 kills without dying.
Yeah, but what's that for? Why? What do you need that for?
What do you mean?
It's just
I
like
was
a
just
medal to
talking-
get. Yeah.
Tony, you'll never get one. I probably won't either. It's okay.
I've gone unbroken, son. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I've got that fucking medal. One of them, you know.
I believe
one
you.
of them.
I believe you.
It was
I
your
get that
one.
back in
It was a
action.
better time.
That medal, dude.
Dude,
Back in action.
Dude, I'm like
That's my
back
medal,
in
man.
action MVP.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm such a streaky player. So yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, that's the only thing I'm worried about for the tournament is that I have a bad streak. Like I have good and I have bad. But anyways,
I'll crack
let's
a whip,
talk.
dude.
Let's move
More
to
bad
getting
than
good.
but yeah.
Getting good is a section that I quasi ripped off of Crucible Radio, but we do it every week
Yep.
instead of, they do it every slot. I like to ask every single one of my guests 1 to 3 things that they want to work on to get better at this game. It can be PvP, PvE. It could be streaming this game. It could be how to sit and make better emotes in the tower. I don't care. Something to better yourself in Destiny. Goo, this week's go.
Okay. Well, recently I've been working on my teabagging skills, but trying to get a little more artistic, maybe a little more like vicious. So yeah, I've been teabagging a lot more. I never was a teabagger in the past, but now I've dedicated my life.
You trying to
What
get
made you
that
embrace
There's
the
an art.
bag?
There's an art to teabagging.
I have some scumbag
Yeah, you got your
friends.
slow
Shout
bag,
out
you've
to
got your
King
gentleman's
Koopa.
bag,
Yeah, you got
If,
to
Here's a
anyone
video.
know King Koopa. He just went through a pretty serious ordeal where he was avoid me. It's actually on your profile. It's your reputation for your gamer tag. So when you avoid me, it doesn't allow you to match up with anyone else other than avoid me or a person that has a profile that says need work. So with that, I mean, yeah, we teabag. That's how he gets it. He's a beast. He teabags, I teabag.
I also find as far as people with the gamer tags, the more X's they have in their gamer tag, the better they are usually.
Yeah, I would have to completely agree with that statement.
So just one
Should
for
I
the
put
week,
some
or
X's in my name? Maybe I should.
XXX Goku XXXXXXXXX.
Oh man.
Talk about
Yeah,
it.
so that's what I want to get better at.
Right when you said that, somebody in my chat just came in with the name Notice Me 360. I don't know if that's one of you guys messing with me or what, but
Let's just go create a Twitch account just to mess with him and jump into this thing.
pretty much.
Extreme X's is gonna be what I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna hop in your chat.
Yeah, so right now, that's basically all I'm trying to do.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm still working on dying less. And that, for me, really has to do with sticking with my teammates. I will admit I'm a Rumble pony. I'm Rumble Pony Coney. I like to do Rumble. I love me some Rumble. But I run off by myself without even thinking about it. I just run off and I get in 1v2s or 1v1s and I'm already hurt and they switch off and the other guy kills me. Hold on. D-Money, yes, we do play Saturday. This Saturday. Only at KOTP. This Saturday at 10 a.m. No, I'm not going to go on from there, but you get it.
10 a.m.
Yeah, I got to, 10 a.m. I got to die less. Like, I can't be feeding 2.5 Brit skills. I've been doing a lot of trading damage where I'll like look, and if my teammate starts firing and they're shooting, I'm going to hop around the corner and I'm going to start, firing so that if anything, I either clean up the kill or I make sure that the other person dies before my teammate dies. So that's also my second thing is team fire. I really need to lock in my team fire. I've been working on it. I'm starting to really get it. Yeah, that's my second thing. And
I'd say
then
that's
Guys, just to clarify really quick, 10 a.m. Eastern is that?
10 a.m.
Correct.
Eastern.
Okay,
Be
just so
here, be
everybody in
square.
chat.
Blah, blah. Yeah.
That's one thing I thought about. Like, what if you're on West Coast? You have to wake up at like 7 in the morning to play.
Yeah. I mean,
That sounds
we're
terrible. Thank you for being on the East Coast, majority of the clan.
Well, the thing is, I mean, hey, we pick the time, and it's got to be convenient for people overseas and everything. So
Yeah, we can't have them doing it at like midnight or nothing. But
and the biggest thing is like, okay, so where do you where do you wind up picking the time? And okay, yeah, so you might not wind up having the what's the damn thing called? Having to wake up at 7 a.m. But guess what? We're paying for freaking DLC and you get the T-shirt that we're paying for. None of that stuff is cheap. So if it's not worth it to you, don't wake up. By all means, forfeit your spot. I don't.
You hear that, Team Brits? Go ahead.
I
And
don't believe anyone
really
on 2.5 Brits is West Coast, but
yeah, there is. OGE is West Coast.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why it's 2.5.
You're gonna be all grumpy, OG.
Gonna have to teabag him, make him even grumpier.
Yeah, you will be after we get done with you.
He'll be up at 7 a.m. Woo, dedication.
So my third thing is sticking with the team. I know that kind of goes with team firing, but it's still a whole other thing because, like I said, I'm a Rumble pony, and I tend to my own, and I tend to wander off, and Goo and Coop will be off on the other side, and I'll be like, I'm gonna go flank because that's like normally what I do, because Rumble mentality. I'm just gonna go around the side and the side of where most people are shooting at. So I do that, and then my team gets downed one guy, so it's 3v1, and then 3v1 on the other side, and then it just doesn't go well. So yeah, dying less, more team fire, and sticking with my teammates. Those are my three things. I guess being a pony is better than being a princess. We call Goo Princess Goo, but that's a whole other story. All right, Nick, your turn. 1 to 3 things you want to get better at this week.
I think for me, I consider myself an average PvP player, but something I think would make me better is learning to play to the game mode. Like when I play, Control or Clash, I do good. I put up, high 1s, 2s, whatever, 5s sometimes. But as soon as I jump into a Trials or something, I still have that aggressive mentality, and I don't kind of like Tuakoni said, I don't team shoot or stick together as a team. And I find myself if you look at my trial stats compared to my regular PvP stats, they just fail in comparison, So that's one thing is kind of, like I said, learning to play to the game mode. When you're just dicking around during the week without trials, you just get used to playing, the mindless Control or whatever. I'm playing Control right now, just the mindless whatever. But learning to adapt to that game mode and play as a team, I think that would benefit me.
Like playing skirmish, which the tournament will be. 50 points for revive. That's points. That's big points. It adds up if you get a bunch of revives. So even if you don't.
Well, even with a game mode like skirmish, it's good, or like salvage compared to skirmish. Instead of chasing the other team all over the map, you're going to be much more conservative to protect that relic and just recognizing that regardless of what game mode you're in. You really have to change your play style depending on what the game mode is.
In chat, D-Money. D-Money asks, can someone show the party or something? Curious to who's speaking. No, because when I pull out the party app, it doesn't actually show it on stream.
Is there a way to change that? Is that like a privacy
I don't know.
setting?
In OBS, maybe, but with a capture card, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to mess with that. But currently, no, there's not a way. Rumble Pony Coney! But
I gotta go and do the fatherly duties and stuff. I'll still be in on the podcast, so if anybody has any questions, they can type it in on the podcast. That's twitch.tv/KOTPodcast. And just let me know if you have any questions or anything. But I gotta get out of here, cook my kids some food, and do all that stuff. Not pull the Dads of Destiny.
Priorities, DJ. Come on, man.
But I'm glad I was able to reveal that with y'all tonight. It's been real.
Yeah, dude, it's been real. We'll have to catch you later.
Thanks for coming on.
And thanks for coming by and checking us out, T-Bear.
Oh, no problem, guys.
All right.
And a big thanks to
Appreciate it,
Grumpy
DJ.
Drunken's stream. We got a grumpy raid. I didn't get to say that earlier because we already, in the hype mode. I was like, it's the KOT pod. I was in hype mode. I didn't get to say it, but big shout out to Grumpy Drunken for hosting the podcast tonight. Means a lot, man. thanks so much. Definitely going to be sending a lot more people your way. We're definitely going to have you on at some point. Don't let me forget that, because I'm going to be so busy trying to book people that, not saying I will, but I plan on, or I'll message you on that. But let's see. T-Bear, 1 to 3 things you want to get better at in Destiny.
Yeah, so
go.
Gearing up for trials. So streaming, yeah, I'll get to that. But trials, man, that's been our main focus for the last, 3 or 4 trials since there's been trials again. I really play to the strength of I main a scout rifle, so Mida's I sleep with that thing at night. So I sometimes play a little too conservative, I think, and that kind of does leave my team open. So I'm learning to push a little bit better with them, and again, we're still working out all the kinks there. So that's for Destiny, what we're working. Yes.
Mida and what?
Sidearm. So I've been doing a longbow too, but sidearm, since I play so conservatively, I end up in these 2v1 engagements because they'll start rushing me, and then I just put the Iron Wreath on, and they kind of either back off or I die. So it's kind of the...
One thing I'd recommend is just really trying to establish map control, like wherever the point is, or just like push out there as a team like immediately, and just try and take over that area. It may lead to like longer rounds and stuff, but it like should.
Yeah, we end up end up going almost the distance on these, with how conservative I play on the back end. So like the 2 other guys are usually really good pushers with shotguns, so I kind of play that mid to long range game. And since the Mida can almost be a sniper rifle in some instances, kind of rely on me on that. But then you're left in the back waiting for a miracle to happen sometimes.
I'd say I know I go Mida Party Crasher, and I'm actually pretty aggressive with it. You can ask Goo. I actually went off the other day with that setup.
You went off in a rift.
That too. I was talking about on.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Shores of Time with you when we did you and me and I can't remember the guy, but we picked him up after for skirmish.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah,
I don't remember the dude's name,
but I was being real aggressive with it, team shotting, but I was never more than like 20 yards away from someone, like when I was shooting at him. So I mean, you can still be aggressive with Mida. You just gotta know when to switch. Is the thing.
Yeah, and we're still the newest member of our trials team. We just picked him up 2 trials ago, so we're still getting the kinks worked out with the communication for it.
I think Mida is unique in that though, because Mida is one of the only scout rifles that you can get away with pushing up with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because of the impact and the rate of fire, the mobility. Whereas, I mean, most other scout rifles, pushing up is not something you want to do. So take that with a grain of salt. Most cases you want to kind of, stay back with that scout. But Mida, no, definitely, you can definitely push with the Mida.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten quite a few hip fire kills in the heat of the moment with the Mida.
Have you tried the Vendor Hawksaw? Oh,
yeah,
no,
I've got like 3 of those things from. Yeah, I mean a scout, but I mean the other one I do is a grasp. So I did get a pretty good roll from farming on the goal a couple weeks back. So I use that if things. Yeah, and if they're pushing really aggressive, I put that on, and I've had some success with that. But yeah, I like to keep the Mida on and play that kind of mid-long game.
For sure.
Speaking of the grasp, I have a little secret gun that I don't hear anybody talking about. I see, YouTube videos on the top 5 guns in Crucible. There's a gun that you get from the Challenge of Elders called Aegis of the Reef. Have any of you guys been using that gun?
I've seen yours. Oh man.
I'm always talking this gun up. It's got a little bit slower rate of fire. I mean, like a hair less than the Mida, but it's got double the impact. Or not the Mida, the grasp. The grasp's got 4 impact, and the Aegis has 8. It holds a little less ammo, but this thing is a monster. And like I say, I see all these videos, and I don't see anybody using it, and I just rave about the thing. I don't know what it is, but if you guys have a chance to, mine has got high caliber rounds, high caliber rounds, glass half full, and perfect balance. So it's a pretty nasty roll. But if you guys are running Challenge of the Elders, you just think you're getting like garbage, automatic delete or infused, keep your eyes open for one of those Aegis of the Reefs, because the thing can wreck in Crucible with a good roll.
Oh, dude, another thing
most
about
guns
that.
can be good with a good roll. That's for
Another
sure.
thing about watching your rolls is, if you haven't yet, go check out the Tower Ghost app for like Chrome. That's a really good freaking app. You can look at your gear and be like, hey, what's tier 12? And if you don't know what tier 12 is, it's running 5 intellect, 5 discipline, and 2 strength, or any set of levels that add up to 12. But you can
Any
go
variation
through
of
your
that.
gear and stuff. Yeah, you can go through your shit and just look and see, oh, this chest piece is like the maximum amount of intellect, discipline, and strength that's possible. Like it's a really great thing. So definitely check that out.
That basically like simplifies it for you. It'll give you a percentage roll that you got. Like if you know the numbers on the armor, like you can just look at it and be like, oh, like this is like a 90 plus rating. But yeah, it really simplifies it for you. So I'd highly recommend that if you're in search of a tier 12 build, for sure. Don't delete
It's
any
just a lot
purples
easier,
you
like-
get from whatever they are. Just check them out first.
It's a lot easier too, cleaning up your vault or your inventory. Like, okay, like this is a good, I'm going for intellect discipline, but this only has an 80% roll. See you later. It really kind of lets you know what to keep and what to ditch.
Yep.
It's definitely
I
a
found that
very
very
helpful
helpful.
tool. It's a very helpful
Yeah.
tool.
Destiny Inventory Manager also has the same thing. It doesn't come stock with it, but if you click on the top, there's a settings, and you can turn that thing on, and it'll show. I don't know if you guys mentioned that or just the
Yeah,
Tower
that's all.
Ghost,
I've
but
also
Destiny-
heard that, but
Yeah.
I was a big fan of the Tower Ghost one.
It's just the one I use, but I've heard there's others. For sure. We are not
So-
sponsored by Tower Ghost.
No, we are not. We are not
Yet.
sponsored by
Yet.
Tower Ghost yet.
Yet. But we
If you
should
are,
be.
if anyone from Tower Ghost or knows the Tower Ghost guys in chat, hit me up at KOTPodcast@gmail.com. So we're gonna save the best for last, which is our featured small streamer of the day. So for now, we're gonna talk about what everyone's been talking about all day, which is KOT Podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Bungie Day. Woo! So today is Bungie Day, and if you don't know what Bungie Day is, that's the 7th day of the 7th month of the 7th. No, it's the 7th day of the 7th month. It does go into the year, but it should every 7 years. That would actually kind of suck, but
Next
Yeah,
year,
no,
next year will be 7/7/17. That'll be special.
I know they got to do something super epic for Destiny 2. Like they have
servers.
to. But
I mean,
I didn't know this, but Bungie Day was actually created by the community. They didn't make it.
Well, maybe the idea was thought of, but like Bungie
No,
definitely
it said
created it.
a brief history. Bungie Day was created by the community 10 years ago. Like all great community
Right.
creations, we embraced it. I imagine someone was like, Bungie is obsessed with the number 7. Let's make the 7th day of the 7th month Bungie Day. And like everyone was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, so
But
this
yeah,
has been
for Bungie Day. What? Yeah.
This has been a long-running thing, huh?
Yeah, 10
I
years.
didn't know that.
I saw
Yeah,
Deej post a picture, or Bungie or Deej, one of those guys, post a picture on Twitter today of like Bungie, like 10 years ago, the inaugural. Yeah, so it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But that's just Bungie Day. Bungie's been around for 25 years.
But it's not just like a community thing, because like Bungie like gets all crazy with their employees. They all dress up and do stuff. So it's like a holiday day at work for Bungie as well. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But the big thing for Bungie Day is Moments of Triumph, which I dropped in on my Titan into the tower, picked it up, and immediately went boom, 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 done. Which,
You finished the whole thing?
oh yeah, I have a recording of it. I just went through it after I immediately picked it up and just cleaned the whole thing.
I don't have a recording of it because it happened so fast.
I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna record it.
It's semi-anticlimactic for everyone's
We
already known
were
everything.
kind of we were talking about it a little bit while we were getting the stream set up. Like, I think it's way too easy. Like, I mean, I can understand like Bungie, especially lately, with the April update, they're trying to cater to the casuals and which I'm really not in favor of. But I mean, they need to make it more
it's good.
prestigious. I mean, if you're going to call it Moments of Triumph, I mean, it's not a triumph if I log in on the day they announce it and it's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And you
I mean,
have
it's
like 2
good to
months
cater
to
to
do
them.
it.
It's good to
Yeah.
cater to the casual, but if you gotta do that, you gotta also ramp it up to the hardcore. Like,
Well,
yeah,
my suggestion was, as you guys heard, is have different tiers. So like people like us who had it done today would get like say like a platinum tier emblem. If you get it done within the first, month, then you get a gold tier emblem. But reward the hardcores for, having it done before it's even announced.
Well, what I would
think
have
that
done
would be
is different levels of accomplishment per area. Like, hold on, let me pull it up. But like, if you've won 100 Crucible matches, that's bronze. If you've won 250, that's silver. If you've won 500 Crucible matches, that's gold. And if you won over 1,000 Crucible matches, you hit platinum in that area. And that's like 10 points. So it's like 2, 3, 5, 10. And then like there's certain like rank packages, like what they did, but like make it even more so. Like if at Grimoire, make Grimoire part of it, where like if you've got 2,000 Grimoire, that's a bronze.
Right, that would be cool.
Like, and where you hit like 4,900, that's like double platinum, where you get like 15 points. Like, because I know I'm at 4,905, I think, and I worked the hell out of that thing. Let me tell you, I've farmed that.
Kind of to what you're saying. I don't know if you guys know, but like they have emblems for like if you're in, I think it's top 1%. I'm pretty sure. If you're in the top 1% of a game mode, you get a special emblem for that game mode. Like
what?
A few of my, I'm positive because a few of my buddies have got them, and yeah.
Is
so
it
they
like
do have stuff
when do they hand them out?
I'm not sure when they hand them out. I think it's kind of just something that goes to your postmaster or something. Like I don't have any, so I really can't say. But I know that some of my buddies have them, and I say, "Where did you get that?" And they're not bullshitting me either, So I don't know. It's something to. So they do kind of have a system in place for the.
Is that like the movie of the week
top
thing?
1% in Rift.
I was gonna say me and Goo are definitely the top 1% in Rift. I was like top 700 ranked. Like that. If that's not 1%, I don't know what is.
One of my buddies, though, he actually has an emblem for movie of the week. I thought that was pretty cool. He made like a Titan skate montage. So they were just like doing crazy skates all over. It was all PvE. So I like that. You can get a montage for anything, really.
All right, but back to the Bungie Day. When you complete this Moments of Triumph Year 2, you can get a code, which when you go to the Bungie store, you put it in for the Moments of Triumph shirt, and it goes from $7,777.77 to $24.99, which I thought was pretty funny and clever of them.
I think you can put your gamer tag on it too, can't you? For like extra.
Yeah, you can get it customized. And with any purchase before the 13th, you get an emblem, which I plan on doing once I get my code for my shirt, because it actually looks pretty dope. It's the 77 ad infinitum emblem, and it looks pretty dope. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I love the idea. I think it's a really good idea because it's something physical. You know what I mean? That is. I think it's better than all the emblems and the shaders and all that crap. It's something. And I mean, obviously, nobody's gonna. You can't buy it unless you complete the Moments of Triumph. Joe Schmo can't go on and. It's an exclusive, so to speak, shirt. So I like the idea. I'll probably end up picking it up.
Grumpy Drunk from the chat says, the top of the mountain is not that easy. Casuals are not going to get that easy. I don't know.
I don't think it's hard. It's time consuming.
Yeah, that's how I'd have to label it.
I also think, like,
I guess it's
us at the top here, I think we're kind of spoiled with having groups we run with. I mean, the hard mode raid for somebody wanting to get that now is quite a daunting task. Like, if somebody's, antisocial, like, I had never done a raid before Destiny, just because of, like, social, like, getting in a group, you don't want to get yelled at. So I think, like...
You get all those rambunctious kids in there.
Yeah, and to be able to do the hard mode raid, that's a huge thing for a lot of people.
You got to think, too, because they require the 50 calcified fragments, it's not just the hard mode raid. You have to complete all of the challenges as well, because you get the fragments from completing the hard mode, or the challenges. So not only do you have to complete the hard mode, but you also have to complete the hard mode challenges.
I think we've just been at the top for so long.
It's between all three characters, by the way. So if one character did it on one and the other did it on the other, it's collective. So you'll
I
get it.
definitely haven't done all the challenges. Maybe I've done like one of them. So yeah.
Is it collected? Is it account wide? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's account wide because they said log into each character. Shoot, I'm gonna have to.
I don't know about the fragments though. The
Yeah,
fragments
like
you might need 50 on one character.
Exactly. That's what I think too.
Because that's how
Like,
they
so,
did it for.
If you have an exotic sword on your hunter and 50 fragments on your titan, you could switch those over. But I think you need 50 fragments on one character.
After receiving the Year 2
right.
Moments of Triumph's record book, players should immediately log into each Destiny character to ensure that all progress is recorded. If a character is deleted prior to completing this step, players may lose progress towards blah, blah, blah. So,
Right. But no,
think
what
it
we're
says
saying
fragments are gonna
all
be
if you have
progress.
20 on this character and like 30 on the other character, that doesn't work. Is what
But
we're,
if it's the different
wondering.
shards, if you have 1 through 20, and then you have 21 through 50, I can't see that not counting.
The way it's worded, yeah, it kind of sounds like it would count.
That's what I'm
Need a
saying.
guinea pig.
I mean, I have
Yeah.
all of the. I have
Delete a
everything on my
character.
Titan.
Yeah, there you go.
We are. Disclaimer: we are not recommending that to the chat. Just a disclaimer right there.
I have
Gotta
noticed
put
a
that
lot
out
of
there.
people starting new accounts though, for whatever reason, if they just want to like get better PvP stats or just kind of like relive the Destiny experience again. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of people starting new accounts.
I couldn't
mean,
bring
we're
myself.
obviously more hardcore than most people, but
I couldn't bring myself to delete a character, so I created a new gamer tag, and then you know what I mean.
Right.
If I want to do it, I could just do it that way. That way, I don't have to.
yeah,
post
that's
my
what I meant,
tags.
like creating full new gamer tags.
Oh,
where you're
okay,
starting
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Fresh. Okay.
All right. Well, let's move on
There you
to our featured streamer of the week. Week. I'm working on sound effects. Shh, I'm working on it. The week sound effects.
Also our first,
So-
so that's cool.
Yeah, our first ever featured small time streamer. Well, not small time, small streamer. Hashtag
No, I'm
support
small.
small streamers. We won't talk about how he's small. No.
Oh.
Welcome, Travis. T-Bear
Hey, guys.
80. 80.
T-Bear 80, yep.
Why don't you
I
go
have
ahead
a
and
bunch of
plug your,
X's in my names.
Yeah, go ahead and plug your stream. Tell us all about yourself, your stream real quick.
Yep.
Give me a
Yep,
30-second
the stream is-
synopsis. Go.
Twitch.tv/tbear or xxxtbear80xxx. The stream's all about like helping people. Like I remember when I started Destiny, it was just very hard for me to get groups because you know I'm a bit antisocial, which is kind of funny to say as a streamer. But it just ended up being that I met the right group of people and they got me into a raid, and I just kind of felt that bug to help people. I felt so accomplished when I did that, so I thought I'd start a stream up and just start pulling people through. You know, I guess the stat is only 13% of the people in Destiny have done the raid. So I wanna
Really?
bring that number up. Yeah. And
Real quick, Coney, can you spam that link for his
Yep,
his,
I'm about to.
Twitch page
I was
and
working
shit?
on it.
All right, cool.
That's actually really
Twitch.tv/tbear80.
surprising to me. That's an interesting stat.
Yeah, and that's kind of where the moments of triumph come in, where it seems like really easy since we've been at the top, a lot of us here, but for somebody coming in, I get a lot of people into the stream, you know, squeakers and whatnot, but they're so very grateful for somebody
We
that's not
prefer
going to
them
yell at them.
vocally challenged, but
Yeah, vocally challenged. Yeah, so I pretty much stream Monday through Friday right now, and Saturday and Sundays I do play, but not on stream. I start at 8 a.m. Pacific, and I stream till the afternoon, somewhere between 1 and 4. It's just been really rewarding. I have a couple of the guys that are in that clan, the Last War Party, that kind of come with and help these new people through all these challenges. We do Prison of Elders, we do the old raids on Thursdays, we do throwback raids on Thursdays. And it's just a kind of a great thing to give back to a lot of people, and I get so much enjoyment out of people just thanking me, you know, for helping them through this, and it's something that I just wanted to pay forward, since I had 2 people that took a chance on somebody putting on LFG. I'm not an idiot. I know I take directions well, and I've turned that into kind of the stream.
Awesome.
all right. So
I gotta give you a lot of credit for that too, T-Bear, because those raid carries those test your patience, man.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some
but
groups, I'll tell you.
Hey man, if you ever need help carrying a team and you're down one and you need a Sherpa, always hit up Coney. Like Coney's
Beautiful.
there for you.
I definitely will.
Yeah, bro.
I say I like that you do the Throwback Thursday. That's something I'd be interested in, is doing like an old raid. I haven't done it
Do
in
you
so
get
long,
get
so
another Fate Bringer?
That's definitely cool.
Or the Praetorian Foil?
Not even for the rewards,
The
just to like
elusive?
experience it again.
Yeah, that's
How many of you guys
exactly
got
what it is.
the foil?
No.
I have
I
not.
probably deleted it, honestly. I feel like
Yeah,
I
I've
got
not
it and
gotten it.
deleted it. I'm that noob.
D-Money, yeah, go ahead and ask. Put it, guys, if you have questions, by all means, put them in the chat. Oh man, that's what the chat's for. What do you think? What kind of question? What kind of questions that D-Money? Like, dang. Of course,
Yeah, hit me
we
up,
feature
D-Money.
him so
I'm
that you
watching
can
the chat.
ask him stuff, man. Like, I'm just giving you a hard time, D-Money. Yeah, throw that in the chat. But we have some pre-made questions that I asked you already. And one that I found really interesting that you answered to, where do you try and find viewers? And your answer to this was interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of the viewers initially came from the people that I helped through the raid. So I would tell them, hey, I'm streaming if you don't mind, because it'd be kind of weird if I was hopping into a raid for the first time, or like I would be streaming somebody's horrific deaths. So a lot of them really appreciate that, and I immediately after I'm done helping them, they'll hop on the chat, follow me, and say thank you so much for helping me through. I let them friend me on Xbox, and the second I sign into my Xbox, I get message spammed. Help me with this. Help me with this. So it's definitely weird to be a teacher, I guess, of people of the kindergartens, if you would.
Yeah, I definitely want to become a kindergarten teacher here soon. I actually, which I'm going to put in the chat, started up a new stream. It's no longer that jumble of letters and words. It is now twitch.tv/theconey. I made a new one because it's so much easier to find me at twitch.tv/theconey. Right? Like, the Coney. Like, it's not that hard anymore. So,
There's in the chat.
yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start doing that as well. I really feel like that's a good way to start out. I'll probably hit up LFG. I'll probably help Nick out. Just put my name out there. But yeah, you do a good job. But
And in doing that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, who was the big guy that smack dab in the middle of your raid one day?
Big guy. What do you mean?
The Logan guy.
Logan Scott. Yeah, Logan Scott. He's a very large streamer that does daily Destiny carries through the raid. He's got like 1,300 raid carries. He does them weekly.
Wow.
One day I was just
you heard that
streaming
right.
after.
1,300. 1300.
And he just stopped by the stream. I had no idea who he was. He was just like, hey man, you're doing good work here. And I was like, I just thought he was a normal dude. I was like, oh, thanks for tuning in. And then one of the people in my clan was like, hey dude, that's a pretty big streamer. I was like, what? And I clicked on his name, and it turned out to be this Logan Scott guy who does Destiny raid carries. And I watch him, whenever I'm just kind of putzing around the house, and he has a lot of good tips for helping train these kind of newer players that I've implemented in my stream.
All right. So D-Money asked.
I would assume they require somewhat training if they're new players, so that's definitely helpful, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's answer D-Money's question. Have you ever had a time where you had a really frustrating raid group to help, and what did you do?
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely that definitely happens a lot, and the frustration happens actually is with the players between the players, and not so much with any of my teaching. So some of those groups end up working themselves out with somebody leaving. So it's a little bit easier then. I don't encourage anybody to get so mad they leave a group, but I set the proper expectations when we put this up on LFG. Is like, hey, 2 raid Sherpas taking brand new people through, be patient and chill. And that's the only requirements I put up there for joining the group. For some of the people, what you'll get is a lot of people coming into the raid that have done certain parts of it, or they'll watch a YouTube video and they don't want to seem like they don't know what they're doing. So then they'll kind of rep it like, oh, I know this part, and they'll just kind of overtalk it. You just got to kind of step back, and I just kind of sit there and I'll not move, and then people start to say, well, T-Bear's not moving. I'm like, okay, well, too many cooks in the kitchen. We're going to start fresh here, and we just divide the groups. We divide and conquer that up. So there's a lot of things that end up happening in the raid where people screw up, and I spent 40 hours the very first time going through the raid by myself with some groups. So that was before we actually got a successful one. So it just takes the time and the patience. So during the stream and during those raid carries, I kind of do it for good karma.
See what he did?
Yeah, patience and time. I do it for good karma because when I'm playing trials with my clan, I'm a jerk sometimes. So we push the karma forward with the raid carries during the week, so we can kind of be assholes to each other in trials.
I mean, you want to take it a little bit more seriously, so yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Not necessarily being assholes, but like if someone's like out of place or something, you might be like, yo, we need to stick together, or like do this or that.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, when somebody does something wrong in trials, I mean, I definitely call them out. Like, I'm not gonna that was the reason we died right there. But during the raid, we do normal and hard carries, and it's all fun. Like, there's no pressure. Everybody can screw up. Doesn't matter. We'll take every. You're gonna learn the jumping parts. Nobody's getting past it. Nobody's getting pulled through. Everybody's there to have a good time and learn it all. And then hopefully they pass it on and do the same for others. So we can bring that 13% up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that was a pretty good way to end the podcast then right there. Again, I want to thank DJ who left earlier, but that's because he's a bum. No, just kidding. DJ's great. We love having him on here. He's great to have. I want to thank DJ Dark Raven for being on the podcast for the third time. Repeat offender right there. As always, I want to thank my co-host Goo for being,
Yeah, guys.
awesome.
Thank you, T-Bear, Papa, for coming out.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hanging out.
Yeah,
Taking
guys.
some time out of your night.
Yeah. If you haven't, check out. Hold on. I need to get Papa Nick's.
Shout out.
Yeah, I need to get a shout out. I need to do the bots.
Sure.
If you
Bobby,
haven't yet,
you can plug yourself.
check out.
I'd assume.
Yeah, just plug yourself. I don't know if I have it. If I have
Guys,
it
my
blocked,
name
I
is
missed
Papa
somebody's
Nick
question.
Fresh. I'm a Destiny streamer. I play Destiny every single night from 7 to 11 Eastern. I also play on weekends from about 9 o'clock until like sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning. My goal is just to help people. Kind of what we were talking about before is there's a lot of people out there who haven't done stuff. I've accomplished pretty much everything in the game. So the only thing left to accomplish for me is helping other people accomplish things. So if I know a lot of you guys in chat are probably hardcores like me, but I mean that's kind of what I try to do. I try to help everybody out. I definitely don't have the patience like Travis to do the raid carries. You guys have no idea how stressful that is. I tried it, and that was enough to know that wasn't for me.
It's not easy.
But yeah,
It's definitely not easy. Respect.
Unicorn.
Yeah,
oh yeah, go ahead, finish.
I was just gonna say, yeah, if you guys ever need anything, by no means am I like a big streamer, but if you guys ever need some advice or anything, I've kind of gotten familiar with the programs and the Twitch community. If you ever need anything, feel free to reach out, and I'd be more than willing to tell you what I know.
Yeah, we're always seeking advice. I mean, we're totally new.
Yeah, any feedback is good feedback is what we call it. If you have feedback and you would like to give it to us, hit us up at KOTPodcast at gmail.com and put the subject as feedback and send us your hate, your love, what you think we should do. If you're a streamer, send us your name. We prefer that you have like 5 to 10, average viewers. That's just so that, you have a community that you can talk about. But we'll take just about anyone at this point. I mean, let's
dead guys.
I mean, I don't know about the dead guys. They may be a little hard to get in the party.
If you have an Xbox and play Destiny,
hit me up. If you want to raid, hit us up. If all that shit, hit us up. Just hit us up.
Tony has seriously been making some efforts to really network though with different people in the community. It seems like he's got
really lot of exciting things coming down the way.
Oh
so
yeah, I've got some exciting
stay
guests
tuned for
to
that.
come. Some ghost stories might happen. Some Dames
Just
of
like
Destiny
the
might
community of
happen.
Destiny is really great, honestly.
Speaking of which,
what we
guys,
have now.
is anybody going to Destiny Community Con in August?
Oh, dude, where's that at?
That sounds lit.
Tampa, Florida, August 27th. Goth and Broman and K Magic 101.
Maybe not this year. Maybe not this year. We're still a little young. Maybe next year the podcast might hit it up, you know. But yeah, Unicorn. Okay, so Unicorn in chat asks, how do you join this clan? Bro, great fucking question.
Unitaco, that's one of my guys. Good
Yeah,
question,
Unicorn.
Taco.
No, Unicorn. Well, I guess it's Unitaco.
I know, I
Yeah,
call
that's
him
true.
Taco.
So, what you want to do is you can hit up DJ Darkreven, you can hit up Boski God, you can hit up Short Round. Definitely go to our homepage and look at the leadership, and that's a great way. Just message them on Xbox. Be like, hey, I'm interested in joining your guys' clan. It looks awesome.
You can find
just
us on
be like,
Bungie.net.
I heard about
We
you
have a
guys on the
clan website.
podcast. It was great. I'm really excited. How do I join? We have two clans, technically. We have Knights of the Phoenix, the main clan, which is the warring state for Destiny Clan Wars. And then we have KOTP Rising, which is way more laid back. We have a lot of veterans in there. We have a lot of active service members in there who really can't hit their mins right now because they're either on and off with service and stuff like that.
Try
Yeah,
to keep the
there's a lot of great
community
people.
strong, though.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely hit
if
us
you're
up though
going
if you
away
want
or something, you can just
in.
hit it. Let leadership know that you're going to be busy for the next month or two. They'll move you to Ryzen, and then when you come back, earn your way back up into the Knights of the Phoenix. So it's pretty cool.
D
It
Money
allows us
asks.
to like have.
No, go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
It just allows us to have like a really strong clan base. So if people do like have things come up, we can quickly replace you, and not replace you or move you, and it keeps us competitive in the clan wars. So that's nice. It is nice.
D Money asks, anyone hear about D Money's mixtape? You know, I believe they made a song about it. It was like, you're as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice. No, just kidding. Whoa. No, it was cold as ice because it's not fire. Woo! Come on, that was an easy one.
Moving on.
All right, yeah. So this is KOT This is KOT Podcast. Be sure if you loved, liked, or even somewhat were amused by this podcast, hit that follow button. We do this every week. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Well, now we do it at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have all sorts of people. We're going to have upcoming streamers. We're going to have clan guests, leaders of the clan, like DJ, to talk about the clan. We're hoping to get some outsiders from large other clans to come and talk because we might set up some tournaments with other clans if this one goes well, which I can almost guarantee it will. Let's see, what else? Hit us, if you want to leave feedback, hit us up again at KOTPodcast at gmail.com. If you want to look us up on Twitter, it is also KOT Podcast. Just KOT Podcast, though. I am Coney. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitch at The Coney, or twitch.tv/The Coney. If you want to follow Goo, you can, or I'll let Goo plug himself while I put a link in.
I basically just stream trials, Iron Banner, just basically PvP. Maybe I'll stream some Rift during the week or something. Twitch TV, twitch.tv, Gookiller, GOUUKILLER. So, yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. Much appreciated.
And that has been another Nights of the Podcast. This was episode 5 with guests DJ Darkreven, Papa Nick Fresh, and T-Bear. Thank you everyone who came out, and be sure to check out Papa Nick Fresh, T-Bear, and also check out Grumpy Drunk because he's great. Don't tell him, but we're about to go raid him. So in about 2 minutes, we're gonna go raid Grumpy Drunk. Woo! Because I gotta leave like a minute for editing purposes. So this has been a KOT podcast. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to hit that follow button, and good night.